So we all know that Anacortes, Washington is an amazing place to live. But what if it's about to get even better? Well, that is exactly where we are right now, because 2026 is shaping up to be a big year for Anacortes in terms of improvements, with new parks, major infrastructure upgrades, a high-tech city overhaul, and a brand new event center that could completely redefine our community. Well, we are Leah Courage and John Russell with the Courage Group, and we help people buy and sell real estate right here in Anacortes and across the North Puget Sound. If you love learning about what's happening locally here and how city projects can affect property values and lifestyle, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a new video about life in Anacortes. And in today's video, we are breaking down everything that's planned for Anacortes in 2026 and what it means for homeowners and sellers and how these changes could impact our real estate market for years to come. Let's start with one of the most exciting projects, the brand new Anacortes Event Center planned near 9th Street and R Avenue. The City of Anacortes and the Port of Anacortes are partnering to create what's being described as a transformative community hub. It'll be a place for concerts, trade shows, art events, conferences, and large-scale gatherings, and it's much needed now that the Port of Anacortes officially took over the transit shed on Pier 1, which was a wonderful event venue space that pretty much all locals are very disappointed is now back to being used for maritime industrial use by the port. But I digress, back to the new event center. So design work and community input are happening all throughout 2026 with the goal of completing the design by the end of the year. And if everything stays on track, construction could begin as early as 2027. Now, why does this matter for homeowners? Because amenities like this, spaces for cultural and social and recreational and celebratory use, almost always elevate community property values over time. And of course, they enhance the overall community experience of a town. And with Anacortes becoming more and more on the map for both tourism and home buyers looking to relocate to the area, event spaces, especially newer ones like the one that Anacortes will develop with modern amenities and tech, have a huge impact on the overall health and desirability of a community. And for sellers, this new center is marketing gold. You can position your home as part of Anacortes' next chapter. Buyers hear that there's a new downtown event center in progress. It adds to their excitement and their confidence about this area's growth. Even if you're not directly right next door, this kind of city investment lifts the entire market. The story about Anacortes is shifting from a quiet little island town to a vibrant, connected community that's growing and working on healthy expansion. And that's exactly the kind of story that buyers love to buy into. If you're thinking about selling your home in Anacortes, this is exactly the kind of information that we can leverage to position your property strategically. At the Courage Group, we don't just market homes, we market stories. And the story of Anacortes in 2026 is one of progress, investment, and community pride. So if you're curious about what your home might be worth in this next phase of growth, reach out to us for a complimentary consultation, and we will show you exactly how we'd market your property alongside these exciting city developments. Next up, let's talk about the Commercial Avenue Complete Streets project, which is all about making downtown more walkable, safer, and beautiful. Throughout 2026, the city is reconstructing Commercial Avenue between 11th and 13th Streets, adding wider sidewalks, protected bike lanes, landscaped medians, and safer pedestrian crossings. This is only phase 1 of a much longer-term project, which once it's completed, will completely transform Anacortes' main corridor, Commercial Avenue, into a more beautiful, safer, and more walkable gateway to our lovely city. Over multiple phases, the project will rebuild almost all of Commercial Avenue from 11th Street all the way to 34th Street with wider sidewalks, landscaped medians and bike lanes, upgraded stormwater systems, and hopefully calmer traffic patterns. Beyond safety, though, the long-term vision really focuses on downtown Anacortes' economic vitality. The goal is to revitalize the downtown corridor's look and feel to basically make people want to spend their time, and their dollars here. The goal is to enhance local shopping, dining, and tourism, essentially giving downtown a beautiful facelift. The project will be completed in multiple phases as funding becomes available, with each stage moving Anacortes closer and closer to a vibrant Commercial Avenue Main Street. Now, of course, it's true that any construction project can and usually does cause short-term inconveniences, and we've already seen it with the construction that's happened so far on Commercial and off of our avenue. And there will assuredly be more detours and lots of temporary loud noise downtown. But folks, long-term, these improvements will absolutely drive stronger demand and help keep home values appreciating in this beautiful town. So the big takeaway, infrastructure equals consumer confidence. When buyers see a city investing in its streets, in its parks, and in its community spaces, it signals that the area is thriving and it's worth investing in. So buyers win because they get an enhanced downtown experience, and sellers win because this project's completion will cause local home values to increase. So now let's shift to something that makes Anacortes truly special, our parks and outdoor spaces. So in 2026, there are going to be several major park upgrades that are planned. Washington Park will get a new restroom and maintenance facility, making it more accessible and functional year-round. Cap Sante Lookout and Trail are being enhanced with improved safety and accessibility and better viewing areas. And if you've ever been up there, you know how incredible those panoramic views are and also how popular that spot is. And the city is also working on developing a brand new neighborhood park at West 6th and Minnesota in the Cranberry Heights neighborhood, featuring play structures, open green space, and community amenities. And if this last one goes through, the park, it's a huge gift for homeowners in the neighborhood. This neighborhood already tends to attract a lot of families, and studies consistently show that homes within walking distance of well-maintained parks sell faster and for more money, sometimes up to 8 to 20% more. From the buying perspective, parks make a neighborhood feel livable and friendly. For sellers, parks add major emotional value to your marketing story. Imagine just being able to say, this home is just within minutes of this brand new West Side Park that's opening soon. It creates a lifestyle picture that sticks. So whether you're near Washington Park, Cap Sante, or the new neighborhood park site, these upgrades are adding long-term value, not just for the city, but for your home. Now let's talk about something less visible, but trust me, is just as impactful, the city's technology overhaul. So in 2026, Anacortes is implementing a new Enterprise Resource Planning System, or ERP for short. It's a modernization project that's designed to streamline everything from finance and permitting to public services and community communication. When cities modernize their systems like this, the ripple effects go way beyond just government offices, or they can at least. What the new ERP will do is streamline how departments communicate with each other, especially for things like building permits, inspections, and long-range city planning. So instead of different offices working from separate systems, everyone will have access to the same real-time data. And that means faster turnaround times, fewer delays, and smoother communication between the city, developers, and the city's residents. And from a real estate perspective, it's actually a pretty big deal. When a city can process permits efficiently and coordinate projects clearly and provide transparent, timely updates to the homeowners, it gives buyers, builders, and investors a lot more confidence in the local market. And in other communities that have rolled out these upgrades, it's led to stronger public trust, and it's even helped to attract new businesses and new housing development, which Anacortes desperately needs. So while this one might not come with shiny renderings or ribbon cuttings, it's one of those quiet improvements that actually makes the entire system work better. And that's the kind of progress that helps to keep Anacortes thriving long-term. So let's put this all together. Anacortes is getting a new event center that will bring energy and culture to downtown. It will get upgraded streets that make the city more walkable and appealing. It's going to be upgrading parks and trails that enhance the quality of life and drive demand, and city systems also that make it easier to live, work, and build real estate right here. So for homeowners, this means growing confidence and stability. For sellers, it means new ways to market your property and differentiate it from others. And for buyers, it means that you're getting in at a very exciting time before these projects reach completion and values rise even more. As these improvements roll out in the long term, we expect to see stronger buyer demand because all of these projects will be enhancing both the feel and the experience of living in this beautiful community. So the key takeaway is that Anacortes isn't just growing, it's evolving, and homeowners who understand that story can use it to their advantage. Now, if you're a homeowner wondering how these changes might affect your property's value, or if you're planning to buy here in the next year or two, let's talk. We will walk you through neighborhood-specific trends, upcoming projects near your home, and how to position yourself for the strongest outcome in this changing market. All of our contact information is below, and we would love to connect with you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this information, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a new video about life in Anacortes and the North Puget Sound. And if you're planning on buying or selling a home in the North Puget Sound, we would love to work with you. Our contact information, again, is below, and we would be honored to help you make your next move with confidence. Thank you again so much for watching. Keep exploring, and we will see you in the next video.